Breaths, and as always, we'll take a nice big inhale in through the nose. Just kind of fill the body up, and then on the exhale, we'll let it all go through the mouth. So starting now, so inhale deeply, and then exhale completely. And once again, inhale till you can't inhale no more. And then exhale, just kind of let it all go. One more time, inhale deep. And then exhale, complete. And at the end of that exhale, let's begin to take in a nice, smooth and even flow in and out of our nostrils. So just kind of establish your flow of breath, maybe using a 4 count on the inhale, followed by a 4 count on the exhale. But see if you can kind of become conscious of the movement of oxygen, or in the East it's called prana, through your body. And as we move through today's practice, see if we can continue to keep that flow nice, smooth, and easy, even though some areas may be a little bit more vigorous. So always looking to come back to that nice, smooth, and even flow of oxygen in and out of the nostrils. And then from here, let's go ahead and just kind of find our way into child's pose. So whatever movement works best for you. As always, just taking the knees to the furthest reaches of the mat, side to side, allowing the big toes to touch. And press your hips back towards your heels as you walk or extend the fingertips out in front of you. So see if you can kind of feel that stretch to the inner part of the thighs, the hip flexor area. Maybe also feeling it into the ankles, maybe extending the fingertips. Kind of take this through the upper body, through the back. Now let's take a few breaths here. And then on the next inhale, just kind of roll forward onto the forearms, work the knees right under the hips, and then kind of walk up onto the hands, and the hands as always is right below the shoulders. Then we'll do a few cat-cows, so just kind of allow your belly button to drop down towards your mat, and then taking an inhale, lift your head up. And see if you can kind of pull the neck out of the collarbones. And then taking an exhale, float your head down, and then press into your palms, squeeze the belly button to spine, so allowing the back to arch. And then release the belly button down towards the earth, taking an inhale, lift the head. And then exhale, float the head down, let the back arch. And let's begin to move through this at your breath pace. So kind of a nice, easy flow, just to kind of wake up the spine. And more importantly, just kind of getting your breath in line with your movement. And that movement is, well, as the head rises, inhale. And as the head floats down, exhale. And let's give that one more movement up and then down and then to center. Then on your next inhale, let's go ahead and just slide the right leg back behind you. Flip your toes towards the right side of the room. Press into the left hand and then extend the right arm up. And just kind of reach up towards the ceiling. If you like, just kind of follow the line of the arm up towards your thumb and then pull high. And then on the exhale, press into the outside of the right foot. Bring the right arm up and over. And then reach the right fingertips to whatever's in front of you. Just feel length from the outside of the foot through the right fingertips. And then inhale, bring the hand back up. And then kind of press back towards your shoulder blade. So pressing towards the shoulder blade, not towards the shoulder. So more so your torso kind of moves as one. We're not just kind of throwing that right arm back. Let's take an exhale, float the hand down to the earth. And then find in all fours kinda and extend the right leg up. And that kinda is the right leg is up. Then inhale, extend your left arm out in front of you. And then once again, just kind of pull the body apart. Just kind of looking for a little length through the bones. And then on the exhale, let's float the arm and the leg down. Take a breath in between. Then let's go ahead and slide our left leg out, flip the toes towards the left side of the room, press into the right hand and lift the left arm up. And once again, just kind of looking up towards the thumb as we reach up towards the ceiling. So looking from some length between the right palm and the left fingers. And then press into the outside of the foot, bring the left arm up and over, and then length through the side body. And then inhale, left hand to the sky. And let's press the left shoulder blade back. So again, torso kind of moves as one. We're not just kind of doing this, throw the arm back, but feeling a bit of a twist. And then exhale, let's take the left hand down. And once it touches, let's lift the left leg up, press through the toes, and then lift the right arm up and extend it forward. Just pulling the body apart from one side of the room to the other. And then exhale, let's float it all down. And then from here, we'll slide into our very first down dog. So with the fingers spread, curl the toes under, take an inhale, lift your hips up, and then press back towards your heels. Heels may not touch, but as always, just kind of send your energy in that direction. And then see if you can kind of energetically pull your hips back. Or kind of a 45-degree angle towards whatever's behind you. And then if you like, you can begin the bicycle of the legs. So just kind of bending opposite knee. Rolling from the ball of the foot to the heel. Give it another press back towards the heels. And then let's come up onto the balls of our feet. Bend the knees slightly and just kind of walk the feet towards the hand. And let's go ahead and find a flat back. So as always, you're pointing towards whatever's forward for you. I'm just moving to the side so you can see me better. See if you can lift the torso up, press back towards the hips, and then extend through the crown of the head. So length from your hips or your butt through the crown of the head. And breathe. And of course, hands can be just below the knee if the flexibility isn't there to touch ground. So as always, do the best you can with what you got at the present time. And then on the exhale, let's fold on in, floating the hands down towards the earth, maybe grabbing where the ankle and the foot meets. Relax the neck. And let's dangle here for just a little bit. inhale. Let's go ahead and release. So we'll press into the earth, bend the knees slightly, release the arms and the head. And then on the inhale, just kind of rolling up nice and easy, allowing your vertebrae to stack one upon the other as you roll on up. And then once you're up, let's give the shoulder blades a squeeze. Spread the fingers wide. Take a nice inhale. Extend your arms out to either side of the room and up. And then let your hands touch as you look up towards your thumbs. And then reach up towards the ceiling. So just imagine you're extending energy through your fingertips. Press down into the feet. Breath is smooth in through the nose. And then just bring your head to center. Take your right hand, grab just below your left, and on the exhale, let's take the left hip out. We'll give it a nice little side bend over towards our right. And once you found your depth, see if you can pull a bit through the left fingertips. Find a little bit more space. Take a couple of breaths here. And inhale, let's bring it back to center. Switch your hands. So grabbing right below the right hand with the left. Then exhale, let's take the right hip out and we'll slide over towards our left. Just taking the spine in a couple different directions. And then inhaling, coming back to center. Just release the left hand, let the right and left hand touch, then exhale. Let's float the hands down to heart center. And then from here, we'll just simply kind of roll the wrist. Take an inhale, sweep the arms high, let the hands touch. And then on the exhale, we'll move to a forward fold. So hinging at the hips, float on down. Watch your plants. And then take an inhale, flatten out. Now bring your hands flat to the earth. Let's walk our feet back. Find a high push-up and let's hold this for a few breaths. So engage your core, belly button to spine. And then on the exhale, bend your elbows. Let the elbows graze the ribs as you lower down. And then press into your palms, squeeze your shoulder blades. Upward facing dog. And then if you like, take your chin down to the earth, press into your palms, push up, and then roll back, downward facing dog. And of course that push up is optional, at least the next time through. Press back towards the heels, extend the hips up, and take a few breaths. And let's come up onto the balls of the feet, bend at the knees, hop or walk. Flatten out first. Fold in second. Root strong into the feet, bend the knees slightly. Inhaling, arms extended out and up. Hands touch. Exhale, hands through heart center. And we'll do that one more time. Give it a nice easy roll of the wrist. Inhale high. And then exhale, swan dive in. Inhaling, flattening out. And then with hands flat, let's jump or walk the feet back. High push up. And once again, just holding, just for a couple of breaths. And then on the exhale, lower down. Press in the palms, scoop up, upward facing. And then your option, exhale, chin to the earth, push up, and then roll back, downward facing dog. Press back towards the heels, extend through the hips. Let's take a few breaths here. And then come up onto the balls of the feet, bend the knees slightly, walk or hop. Flatten out first, fold in second, root strong into your feet, bend your knees deep. Let's take this into chair pose. So weight goes back towards the heels, arms come up and around. So hands about 45 degrees, look up, follow the line of your arms. And then let's take a nice inhale, extend up. Now reach high to the sky, bring the hands together, clasp, and then flip your palms towards the ceiling. Press down into the feet, extend up, length through the body. And we'll go ahead and take this into a back bend. So exhale, float the arms down. And once the knuckles line up with your collarbones, just release the hands, roll your wrists, and then take your thumbs to either side of the spine or the heels to the lower back, whatever feels best to you. And then with weight moving towards your heels, press your pelvis forward and then relax the neck nice and easy. So just kind of move into this whatever degree and then breathe into this. So letting the back bend, which is good for the spine, and also stretching the full front of the body from the toes through the crown. And breathe. And let's release. Now lift the torso up, press the pelvis back. Release the hands to the outer part of the thighs. Take a nice big inhale in through your nose. Fill your body up with oxygen. And then exhale, let it all go through the mouth. And then bend your knees deep. Let's sweep the arms around and we'll come back into chair. So weight back towards the heels, butt back, arms extend, breath smooth. And nice big inhale, reach high to the sky. Then exhale, let's float the hands down. Now taking an inhale, come into a flat back. And then press some energy down into your right foot, lift your left leg up. Extend through the toes. And then we'll take this into runner's lunge. So bend the right knee, float the left foot down. So runner's lunge. Then take a nice inhale, sweep your arms up towards the ceiling, high lunge. Now take an exhale, float your hands down. Allow them to graze earth and extend the arms back behind you. Pull through the fingertips. Then exhale, fingertips to the earth. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Pull through the fingertips. Then we'll do that once again. So exhale, lower the fingers, graze the earth, press the arms back, jet airplane arms. And then exhale, float the hands down. Inhale, high to the sky. Exhale, hands to the earth. Press strong into your right foot. Lift your left leg up. Give a little pull through the toes. Now something a little bit different. So if you can, take your left foot back behind your right so your legs are crisscrossed right over left. Then on the exhale, fold in. If you can, hands to the earth or grab the ankles. So whatever works best, release the head down towards the ground and breathe. So a little crisscross applesauce. Great stretch for the sciatic. Breath is smooth in through the nose. Then take an inhale, flatten out. And then bend your right knee slightly, release the left leg, extend it back. And then exhale, float the left foot down. Take an inhale, flatten out. Take an exhale, forward fold. Then root strong into your feet, bend your knees deep. Let's take it back in the chair. So kind of sweep the arms around. Taking a couple breaths here. Then take an inhale, extend high. And then exhale, dip and dive. Inhaling, flattening out. Then press strong down into your left foot. Let's lift the right leg up and press through the toes. So take it to that second side. Take an exhale, left knee bends, right ball of the foot to the earth. Runner's lunge. And then inhale up, high lunge. Exhale, float the fingertips down, graze earth, and then extend the arms back, jet airplane arms. Exhale, graze earth, inhale, high to the sky. And one more time. Exhale, float the hands down, graze earth. Extend the fingertips back behind you. Exhale, sweep the arms down, inhale, high to the sky. Give it a nice little pull. Then exhale, float the hands down, press into the left foot. And let's extend and lift the right leg up. See if you can pull through the toes, find some space. Then bend your left knee slightly. Let's float the right foot back behind the left. Take an inhale, flatten out. Now just kind of imagine pulling energy through the crown of the head, finding more space. And then exhale into our crisscross legs. And breathe. Take an inhale, flatten out. Bend the left knee slightly, release the right, extend it back. And then exhale, float the right foot next to the left. Flatten out first. Fold in second. Press strong into the feet, bend the knees deep. Let's take this into chair pose once again. Arms circle around. Breath is smooth. And take an inhale, extend high to the sky. Then exhale, dip and dive. Inhaling, flattening out. And with hands flat to the earth, let's jump or walk the feet back. High push up. Exhale, lowers you down. Inhale, upward facing. And then rolling over the toes. Downward facing dog. Press back to the heels and breathe. Now step the feet together, taking an inhale, lift your right leg high. And then take your right foot through to the hands. Find that runner's lunge. Now flip your left toes towards the left side of the room. Take an inhale. Extend up into warrior one. Take the fingertips to the shoulders. Rotate the hips flat. And then extend the arms. Warrior two. Flip your palms, thumb down, pinky up, and let's throw this into reverse. Extend forward, up and over you go. So pull through the right fingertips, float the left hand down the leg. And then inhale, back into warrior two, and then into side angle. Take the forearm to the thigh. Sweep the left arm up and over. Press into the outside of the foot. Extend some energy. And then let's float the hands down to the earth. Release the right leg. Step back. High push up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward facing. And then rolling over the toes, downward facing dog. Press back towards the heels, extend up through the hips. And then onto the second side. Step the feet together, inhale, left leg up. And then left foot through to the hands. Runner's lunge. And then into warrior one. Flip the right toes. Inhale, sweep on up. Fingertips to shoulders, rotate the hips flat towards the right side, extend the arms out, gaze straight over the left middle finger and breathe. Flip the palms, thumb down, pinky up, and let's throw this into reverse. So reverse warrior, right hand floats down towards the calf, maybe lower. Extend through the left fingertips. Inhale, back into warrior two. And then forearm to thigh. Sweep the right arm up and over. Look down at the earth, take the hands to either side of the left foot, step back, high push-up. Exhale, lowers you down. Inhale, upward facing, and then rolling over the toes, downward facing dog. Press back towards the heels, extend up through the hips. And then on the exhale, let's go and float the knees down to the earth. Now, from here, we're going to simply drop over towards our right hip. And then take the lead leg, your right leg, and take it in line with the front of your mat. Now, take the left leg back behind you, but line up the lower part of the leg with the heel on the right. And then we're going to do a little twist. We call this deer pose. So we'll take the right hand back and then take the left hand to the right knee and then gently, easily twist over towards the right side of the room. If you like, take a look over the shoulder and breathe into this. Now here we can kind of use the breath. So on the exhale, if it feels right, see if you can find a little bit more space as the body's deflating. And let's release. Come to center, and then from here we're going to take this into pigeon. So, trying to keep this lead leg as flat as you can to the front of the mat. Begin to extend your left leg back behind you and then bring weight over your right. Now you can bend the knee a little bit or a hell of a lot if you need to. And then kind of sweep the arms down. See if once you're on your forearms, you can slide that left leg in line with the spine. And then with the forearms flat, you just relax the neck. And just breathe into this. So now you should be feeling this in this hip flexor area where the bone comes out of the hip socket. And once again, just kind of breathe into this. Now release, slide your hands in, palms a little bit tighter to the body, then press into your palms, lift up, look up. So you can feel a bit of length through the spine. And then just bring it to center. We'll drop towards that right hip to the best of your ability, and then we'll sweep the left leg out and around. So we're gonna go ahead and take this into a half butterfly. So take the sole of the right foot to the inner part of the left leg. Kind of situate yourself, knee falls where it may. And then inhale, sweep the arms up, press through the fingertips, find some length. And then on the exhale, let's go ahead and fold in over the leg, placing the hands on the foot, the ankle, the calf. Soften the neck so the head floats down. And let's breathe into this. And let's release. Just gonna float the hand along the leg as you bring your torso back to center. Let's go ahead and release this right leg, extend it out. And if you like, maybe just kind of shake it up just a little bit. And then coming back to center, we'll go ahead and take this to the second side. So we'll start off in deer pose. This time we'll slide over towards our left hip, take the right leg back, and then once again, if possible, or as best as you can, see if you can take this lower part of the leg, line it up with the front of the mat. Now take the right leg and just kind of line it up, heel, knee, heel. And let's take the left leg, if you can do the left leg, that'd be real good. But take the left leg back behind you, take the right, just bring it onto the knee. And just kind of use that, just kind of aid your twist, taking your torso as best as you can towards the left side of the room, then taking a look back behind the left shoulder. So again, just kind of taking that spine in another direction. And as they say, happy spine, happy mind. Now let's release, bring it to center. Now from here, using a little agility, we're gonna take this into pigeon. So from here, just kind of slide that right leg back. When you're ready, bring the weight over the leg. Take your time, drop down onto the forearms, and then just kind of slide that right leg in line with spine or as close as you can to it. And then from the forearms, just kind of relax the neck, allow the head to float down. Release, slide the hands in, again a little tighter to the body, press in the palms, scoop up, look up, a little length through the spine. And then relax. Let's go ahead and drop to our left hip, and this time we'll sweep the right leg out and around. So if you can find that left sole of the foot to the inner part of the thigh. So kind of moving like this kind of works on our agility, our ability to move from one position to the next as easy as possible. And of course, the more you do it, the better you get. And then let's take a nice inhale, sweep the arms up. So half butterfly, once again, press through the fingertips. And then exhale, fold in. Hands to the feet, the ankle, the calves. And release, release the neck. And let's release. Hands run along the leg, Torso comes to center. Let's go ahead and release this left leg, extend it out. Now from here, we're going to do a pose, we're going to do a hammock or a modification to hammock. First, I'll show you the modification, and I think we've been here before. So the legs are out in front of us. We take the hands back behind us about an inch or two, press into the palms, and give the shoulder blades a squeeze, soften the neck, look up. That's the modified version. Now the full version, or what we call the full expression of the pose, you slide the hands underneath the glutes. So you're basically, sitting on your hands. And then you kind of line up the elbows with the shoulders. Now you pull out of the collarbones with the neck. And then simply just kind of relax the neck. Now the top of the head does not touch ground. And you're simply just kind of dangling here, stretching out the neck, which is kind of nice since we've been folded over, going through a pigeon and then half butterfly. We'll take a few breaths here. And then from wherever you are, just kind of make your way onto your shoulder blades, so onto your back. If your hands are underneath the coup, that's Portuguese for butt, just kind of release them. Extend the legs out. Take a breath, take two, they're cheap. And then on your next inhale, bring the knees in towards the chest. If you like, give yourself a hug or grab a corresponding hand to shin. Give it a bit of a squeeze, if you like, a little side-to-side motion. Now bring the knees to center, then release the arms, extend the legs up, press through the toes. Find some length from your hips through the tips of the toes. And then on the exhale, we're going to float the legs down right to about 45 degrees. And then hold. And let's breathe into this. Of course, core's engaged like you had a choice. Now bring the feet into flexion, so heels press forward, toes towards the ceiling. Then exhale, lower the heels to about 2 to 3 inches from the ground. And then once again, just kind of hold this. Keep breathing smoothly through the nose. And then exhale, let's float the heels down to the earth. Then once your heels touch, point your toes towards whatever's in front of you. Then taking an inhale, let's bring our arms up and over. Allow the backs of the hands to touch earth. And then just simply pull yourself apart from one side of the room to the other. Extending some energy through the fingertips, tips of the toes. Take a little care to let those abs stretch out a bit. And let's release. Let's take a nice inhale. Bring the arms up and over and to the sides. And then let's go ahead and bend the knees. Take the knees in towards the chest and extend the arms out, palms to the sky. And then let's take an exhale, float the knees over towards the right side of the room. And breathe into this. Take an inhale, bring the legs to center. And then on the exhale, let's go and float the legs now over towards the left side of the room. Take it, inhale, bring the knees to center. And then one more time, just kind of extend the legs, press a bit of energy through the toes. Let's bring the feet into flexion, and then on the exhale, as slow as you want to go, begin to float your heels down to the ground. And then once those heels touch, if they ever do, just simply spread the limbs out like a star. Yeah, let's go ahead and take this into Shavasana. Final relaxation. So just kind of let it all go. So allow yourself to just melt into the mat below you. Try not to hold yourself up anywhere. And let's just take a few moments out of our Tuesday afternoon just to totally release, totally relax, and to just be. Yeah, let's begin to wiggle the fingers and the toes, bringing awareness back into the mind and body. And when you're ready, let's go ahead and roll to either side of the room, coming into a fetal position. And when you're ready, let's go ahead and roll on up, coming to a seated position facing the front of the room. And let's bring the hands into Anjali Mudra, Heart Center. Thank you all for joining the rest of us for yoga this afternoon. May you see the truth. May you speak the truth. May you be the truth. Namaste.